Okay, Zippo collection update time here. And it's been a little while since my last collection update. I've been slowing down a little bit on getting the Zippos, and I wanted to wait to make this video because I completed one of my collections, and there will be another video soon after this showcasing the collection that I completed, but some of the lighters here completed that collection. So, let's go through them. And there's 3 Zippos here, obviously, you can see, and then another thing that doesn't really have to do with Zippos, but I think it's going to be interesting to use for my collecting purposes to show you guys a few things, hopefully. So, here we go, left to right. One Zippo that I wanted for a while was the Candy Apple Red Zippo. Now, I could have got the regular Candy Apple Red Zippo, but as I usually do when I see a cool plain lighter like that, like if I see the plain Candy Apple or the plain blue one or the plain Meadow one, usually they also offer one with a pretty cool design on there, and this is such a case. So let's take a look at it. This is the Zippo Candy Apple Red Flame Lighter. It's got the candy apple finish, and it really, when you feel it, it does feel thickly coated. It actually feels like it was almost actually dipped in candied apple candy. And here it is. So let's take it out. Still sealed. Got a price tag on it of $26.95. You know you want to focus on that. Yeah, whatever, you're going to have to trust me on that. And here it is. The flame. It has a flame. What's interesting, the way they do it, is that's not painted on. That silver is not painted on. I wish it would focus a little bit better. There we go. There we go. That silver is not painted on. You see there the flame. It's actually a bits where the candy apple red finish is not on the lighter. It's a street chrome finish on there, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, it's a street chrome finish under there, and the flame, all of that flame, and where it says Zippo there is bits that are not coated in the candy apple red finish. Same goes for the bottom here. Made in, what is that? B of 2011, so made February of this year. And it looks like the bottom was coated and they removed the coating because I can see a little bit of the candy apple red finish in the Zippo letters, or perhaps it just spilled over, not sure on that. But yeah, I think I like that a lot better than the just regular candy apple red finish. And I love the fact that it says Zippo in the top right. So the Zippo flame, it says Zippo candy apple red. Perfect. And the information on this is MSRP $26.95. I believe I got it for right around $17. And the model number for people who want it, Zippo logo 21063. It looks like somebody wrote LOL on the side there, so they must have thought this was a hilarious lighter. So there you go, 21063 if you would like that lighter. Next, I'll actually go to this one first. This is the rare 1932 Replica. Now, most people know that they make a... Oh, come on, focus already. Whatever, I'll hold it up here if it won't focus. Most people know that they make a 1937 Replica, which is my current EDC. They make a 1935 Replica. They make a 1942 Replica, or excuse me, 1941 Replica. And what most people don't know is they make a 1932 Replica. And if it'll focus on the bottom here, I don't know why it's being picky today. Original 1932 Replica, second release, Zippo, Bradford, Pennsylvania, made in USA, no date code on the bottom. Yep, they make a 1932 Replica. 1932 was the year that Zippo was founded by George G. Blaisdell, and this is what the first lighters looked like. Obviously, the first lighters wouldn't have had this plaque on there. Obviously, this is a Camel plaque for Camel cigarettes. But yes, all squared off. This is what the 1932 Replica looks like. I'm not going to get too much more into this, though, because my video is going to be about completing my Replica collection. And, as such, move right into my next one with this. Oh, you'll also notice that it has an external hinge on it, 5-barrel hinge. Next one, like I said, I completed my Replica collection, so this one must be the 1941 Replica. The last one I needed to complete my collection. This is the one that took the video so long to make because I was waiting for it to get here. And here it is, 1941 Replica. This is actually black ice, believe it or not. So what I'm going to do is get my 1937 Replica that I happen to be carrying out, and you can see that one is clearly darker than the other. Common misconception is that black ice is a lot darker than it actually is. That's often seen in pictures, like say if you go to Amazon or eBay, they show black ice as considerably darker than it actually is. It's not. It's basically chrome with a very slight hint of black. It's almost like a medium to dark gray. This is just to compare. You can see the difference there. So, 1941 replica. Rounded off corners, 4-barrel hinge, and on the bottom, date code D of 2011, so April of this year. And this is black ice one. This is the one I wanted. It was a toss-up. I definitely didn't want just straight brushed chrome. I was thinking about brushed brass 1941 replica, and I decided with the black ice because it says Zippo in the bottom right corner there. I like any of the Zippo lighters that actually say Zippo on them. I've always kind of liked that. And that's the last replica I needed. So that's the 3 updated Zippos that I have. I don't have the box for this because it was an eBay purchase because they are rare. But this actually, I believe, comes in a collector's box, like a special box like my Canadian Zippo did. My Canadian Final Run Zippo, but it didn't come with the box. That's okay. I think this whole 1932 replica is rare enough. Don't need the box. I would prefer it, but I'm not going to be all bent out of shape because I don't have it. But for the information on this 1941 replica, actually, well, first of all, I'll give you that information. It is, oh, no, I guess I won't. Yes, I will, because it's on the sleeve. This one just says Zippo and the number 24485 for this one. 24485. And what it says on the inside of the box is several distinctive characteristics several distinctive characteristics distinguish the 1941 replica from a modern Zippo lighter. Flat plain case, less rounded edges, distinctive corners on the lid, 4-barrel hinge, and replica inside unit. Oh yeah, I didn't even show you the inside of it. Silly me. I open the replica ones though, and usually I keep them sealed, but I open the replica ones because the insides are different. Yep, this only has 14 holes where the regular ones today have, what is it, 16? Let me see. I actually wouldn't know that off the top of my head. It is, let's take a look here. 16. So the regular ones today have 16. Did I count that right? Yes. And this only has 14 and hollow pin. So there you go. That's the 1941 replica. And that's my Zippo collection update for June 18th, 2011. The last thing I want to add to it is a jeweler's loupe. I got a jeweler's loupe, but I've never actually tried the camera out, and I wonder if it'll actually work. I got it so maybe we can see some fine details of these lighters. I don't know how this is going to work through the camera, though, so you're going to find out at the same time as me. Let's see. Now, come on. Focus. It looks like it wants to focus. Maybe I can't get it to focus through the camera, or at least I can't right now without messing with it. Looked so easy in some of the other videos I've seen doing this, but I'm sure if I mess around with it, or at least if I take a still shot, I can get better pictures. It's actually more for my purposes. I actually got it for looking at watches, so I can see things like where it says Swiss made on the bottom of the watch. But again, I can't really get it to focus. Oh, look at that. I got it. Swiss made. I got it for reading little things like that, basically. So not really Zippo, but I thought I'd add it to the collection because perhaps I can use it to read some of the small writing on the bottom of the lighters, or things that I might be having a little trouble seeing because they're small. So thanks for watching the Zippo collection update. I don't know how many I'm going to have now because I am a substitute teacher and a lifeguard and all that stuff, and I don't have that much work for the summer. I have a few lifeguarding jobs, but that's it. So my collection update might be going, or my collection might be growing a little bit slower for the summer, but don't worry, when the fall picks up, it'll be coming at a regular rate again. So now I'm going to go shoot that replica collection video, so I'm going to show everybody all the replicas. But thanks for watching the collection update. Thanks for subscribing and inviting your friends and all that good stuff to my channel, and have a great day. And now, a shout out, and a little bit about shout outs. I get asked for shout outs on my channel sometimes, if I will give people a shout out. And I will, if you give your name to me, and you actually have a channel that has some interesting stuff about Zippos on them, or at least a few lighters that either caught my eye, or, I don't know, you kept my attention to watch a video or two. If you just want a shout out and you don't have anything on your channel, forget it. So the one that I have for this time, and I will put the link in the description, is Zippo Masters. He wanted a shout out, and he's got some pretty interesting stuff on there on his channel. And again, I don't care how developed your channels are, because I quite often will just browse everybody's channel. I'll just be bored sometimes and go hours browsing YouTube just to find different Zippos. And the reason for that is I sometimes find finishes or designs that I never knew about before, and I'll find them from somebody's channel. One of those lighters that happened like that was the clapperboard Zippo that I have, the rare clapperboard one. If you look in one of my other collections, you'll see that. That was completely from somebody on YouTube. I had no idea that that existed until I saw that on somebody's channel. So go check out Zippo Masters, and maybe you'll learn a thing or two about Zippos there, and the link will be in the description box. Thank you.